Hey, good morning, everybody. Danny Shea. After the last debate, yay! Don't have to listen to them yakking back and forth, trying to convince the other that they're right or wrong. I thought Joe did a great job. My reading yesterday had the Sun card. I believe that's true. Now, if I watched Fox News, which I don't, but if I did, which I don't, but if I did, I don't. They're claiming Trump won. Me. Anyway, card I pulled last night. Heart of the Sky. And this is all about keeping our intentions pure. And this is all about having intentions, giving them up to spirit. But it's got to be pure, loving intentions. And when I was watching the debates last night, Trump was all about me, poor me, poor me. And, Biden's trying to bring it to we need to help people. Clearly, I thought that was the right way to go. That's because I don't watch Fox News. If you watched Fox News, you would go, no, it's all about Trump. How can people support him? I'd ask my sister, but no. All right, let's dig into, I just want to look in the security. What's going on with Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and their security detail? What are they dealing with? Secret Service, FBI, all those smart guys that know, that bug phones. What are they dealing with right now? Because I think it's huge. Some guy had a bunch of guns and he got arrested. It is in the Times. What are they dealing with? They're dealing with darkness. Crazy howling at the moon. There's 2 ghost dogs there, so they're not really visible, right? We knew that. It's being covered by the Page of Wands. And I'll bring this down so y'all can see. So it's being covered by people discovering them all the time, this new information that's coming out with the Page of Wands. And at the bottom is the 3 of Wands. And in this deck, it's taking 2 wands and melding it into one. So they're coming up with different sources of news and pulling it together so that they get a clear story. In the past is the King of Swords. And it's the past as it relates to this. So that's a legal thing, and you don't want to mess with the King of Swords. At the top of the reading, the Queen of Swords. Did I say you don't want to mess with the King of Swords? You really don't want to mess with the Queen of Swords. And when I said Queen of Swords, I go, look at the New York DAs. Letitia James, I think she's a district attorney. Letitia James, who's the other one? Another woman that you don't want to mess with. Anyway, moving on. So both of these people, they got big swords. 4 of Swords. Interesting. So in reversed, the 4 of Swords is all about retreat It's about illness. It's about stepping back, but being reversed. It's about, in this reading, it's about thwarting all of that. So, looks like they're doing a pretty good job. Internally, Wheel of Fortune. Things are spinning. Things are spinning around. It's a karmic card. But it looks like with all of this stuff that's going on, that they're looking at, that they have it under control. It's interesting that I say that with this card, because a lot of times when I read this, I go, it's out of control. This one, I feel, because it's got this Three of Wands and these King and Queen of Swords energy, it feels like they do have it. Let's look at the external forces, though. That's the internal. The external forces are, I probably should have looked at this card first, the Knight of Cups. To me, this is information coming from, it's almost like a hermit card. He's all by himself. It's quiet. It's dark. And he's getting information. And he's using intuition. Hopes and fears, Queen of Wands. And the final outcome for the security detail on them. I should have looked first, but I didn't. I keep showing you first. Two of Swords reversed. And when I look at this, and what I hear in my head is that there is a blind emotional choice that they have to make. And because all the stuff that's in the news about what's the proper way to subdue somebody, to arrest somebody, that is kind of weighing on them a little bit here. But you have a guy that's leaving threatening notes with a bag of guns. To me, that decision shouldn't be coming up at this point in time. That decision should have been planned out in training a long time ago. And I think they're still dealing with this. And here we have the Chariot reversed. Kind of goes to this same feeling for me. Going in two different directions. What's the right way to go with securing these two people, keeping them safe? I think I'm going to pull some clarifiers on that. In the past, Six of Cups not in the past, at the bottom of the deck, the hidden influences. Going back to a simpler time, Seven of Swords, a thief in the night, taking some things and going, just being a little, maybe even a spy in the camp. They got their ears out. They know what's happening. They're keeping them very secure and safe and protected. And they're watching all of this stuff. They're seeing with this, what is it, Seven of Coins. They're managing all these different threats that have world implications, and they're doing a great job with the Fountain. So let's read on if I was thinking correctly with this Two of Swords. deck I want to use. I think I'm being pulled to this one. Los Caribo. All right. So, is Joe Biden's, Kamala Harris's security forces, the ones that are keeping them safe against these threats, are they having any second thoughts on how to protect them? I think that's it. Are they having any second thoughts on how to protect them? Because normally you don't want second thoughts in a situation that requires split decision making. You only have a short amount of time to make a decision, and it's got to be the right one. So are they having second thoughts? Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I had to think about that for a little bit. So it's not that they have that they're going, oh, is this the right way to do it? That's not what I'm getting out of the cards. The Wheel of Fortune, the King of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. Well, we have the Three of Wands, we have the Wheel of Fortune already in here. We don't have the King of Pentacles. Who is the King of Pentacles? Well, it's Trump. So is Trump throwing things out there? Yes. That is complicating their job. Yes. So this blind choice, it's their allegiance to the president, the office, versus them looking at how to keep these candidates safe. So the King of Pentacles is causing too much trouble, is throwing too much wood on the fire, so to speak. This is also a foreign influence card. Planning, looking out overseas. But you have the karmic wheel. So they are doing the right thing. They are going to be, they've got a handle on this. But let's just talk about, let me just ask, what do the Secret Service and what do I should have done this differently. What do the Secret Service, the people who are protecting the president, think about him? Because they don't talk about it. Now, when in 2016, I had a friend of mine say that she went to a party in Chicago. She's from Chicago. And it was, and she's very wealthy. So she was rubbing elbows with hoity-toity people. And nothing against, hang on. Nothing against hoity-toities. They're all good. Well, the hoities are better than the toities. You know what I mean. But she said that she was talking to somebody who was in Secret Service or CIA or somebody, and saying, "Oh my God, Hillary's going to be a disaster. You got to vote for Trump." Well, that same woman said just the other day. How can anybody vote for that idiot? Meaning the current president. So what do the Secret Service people have to, what are they thinking about Trump? Yeah, okie dokie. I'm just pulling these real quick and we'll just go over them. Because they're professionals, right? So even if I ask real clearly what do they think of the current president, they're just dealing with all sorts of threats, news, whatever, and it has to be, and it's being covered by the world stage. They're trying to bring a new start to things. They're really juggling things. They're underwater in the past. New news keeps coming out, and it's all about this loss. This is the cups are feelings or emotion, right? And so they're feeling this loss with the government. They want to have a celebration, but it's upside down. Bad news with this Page of Swords reversed keeps coming, so they just keep managing it. They just keep spinning the coins to keep uncovering the truth. Pull one more card out there. And it's the winning at any cost card, but it's upside down. Which tells, these two cards kind of go together. This is more of a sharpness. This is more of a feeling. This is action feeling. So the action is, you can't keep on top of everything that Trump throws out. And all of this Eight of Wands just keeps boom, boom, just keeps coming at you. It's hard to keep on top of it. And maybe they're not. Maybe they're not. But this reading was a feeling. What are they feeling about it? And that kind of sums it up. Right? Nine of Swords reversed, just feeling really just, they just want this to end. Justice reversed. They see that they're not getting justice. They see that what is going on is not good. And the loss, well, it's almost over. With this Five of Coins reversed. And one more. You have that. The Knight of Coins. And it's reversed too. So it's the new energy, it's the new ideas. There are no new ideas anymore. So I don't think they're getting like new threats. It's the old threats that they're working on. And they're just feeling so just not good. That's kind of the information I'm getting here. They're tired of this. Am I reading too much into it? No, not me. Alrighty, so let's kind of took a little sideways turn. That's okay. I want to read on us. So we're going into the final stretch, and we got to stop thinking about Trump so much. So let's read 3 cards on us using the Wild Unknown deck. us. Temperance. I think these cards are all right side up, I think. No, they're not. Okay. So that's Temperance reversed. The Moon and the Ace of Cups reversed. I think this reading goes back to the Heart of the Sky. So, Temperance reversed. Keep your balance. Don't get off balance with the darkness that is facing us every day in the news. Our new emotional starts are upside down because we're not keeping our intentions pure and loving and in the light. So, okay, so how do we do that? How do we keep our intentions pure and in love? I mean, it's easy to say, keep your intentions pure and in love. And then you watch the news and you start cussing at the news. So how do we do it? Well, me, turn off the TV, go for a walk. Need to go do that. So let's look at that. That is one card from the Enchanted Map that should give us some direction. And this is the Good Tarot. And that should give us a good tarot card. Ten of Earth. When I look at this card, see how beautiful that is? Dog, woman, just hanging out with her wealth. And it's not money. It's everything about what she has. She has the comfort of this beautiful spirit animal. She's got wings, so she can fly away whenever she wants. Obviously, she's not living in COVID land. And it looks like she's reflecting into the past a little bit, which is interesting to me. Why isn't she looking forward if she has everything? Maybe it's just a reflection on what she has. In the actionable card, education. Cool. So, again, it goes back to getting out to nature, but it also says, when was the last time you picked up a good book? That's what I think. I think it's time to read versus glued to the TV. A good novel just, it just takes you to another dimension. And it doesn't have to be, even though this said education, right? It doesn't have to be always learning. My wife is one. She goes, I'm not learning anything from, a novel, a suspense thriller. And I go, well, you don't have to. It's for entertainment. It's for enjoyment. It's for escapism. And that's okay. Take on somebody else's life. All right. How long? 24. I'm done. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for hanging out with me. Take care of yourselves. Peace and love.